Okay, so I'm going to expand on one of the messages that came through for my cardinal signs this week. And it has to do with, jealousy turning into either envy or inspiration. And just like how I told you guys, you'll have that realization that takes you out of all of these beliefs. And oh, there's a little bee that just flew by. You'll have this little realization that'll take you out of all of these realities and perceptions that you thought to be true. So sometimes when you are friends with people and you recognize that you're inspired by a difference between you and another, they are going to give you pointers, right? And if you are 100% open to, their advice, their knowledge, their wisdom, you're open to learning from them, and you're genuinely open, and you're not triggered at, the fact that they are more knowledgeable in that area than you are, what you're going to do is you're going to take all of that information and you're going to apply it rather quickly. And when you apply that knowledge fairly quickly, you're going to notice, exponential growth in whichever area you are trying to grow into, right? You were insecure in that area, and now you have all the knowledge and information that you need to grow out of that insecurity, and you are now embodying who you actually want to be. And sometimes that is a little upsetting to the people that gave you that information. You know what I mean? Because now that you are embodying this new version of yourself, you are now being seen. The difference, the change is being recognized by other people outside of you, right? And you no longer need to go to those people for advice or help. So in their minds, you are not above them. Everybody wants to come this way now that I'm sitting here. No one really ever comes this way. I'm trying to interrupt my messages. But yeah, you are no longer on that lower pedestal to them. These people got a rise out of you being lower than them because it soothed their ego. These people, they grow their ego based off of external validation from others. They like to be better than others. And even if they didn't before, they're now having this certain awareness that you have surpassed them. So now it is triggering their ego to say that, oh, they are better than you. What are you doing, getting recognized for what I helped you with, right? They want to take credibility. They want to take accountability for who you are to this day, to this moment. And then when they start to see that other people outside of them are recognizing you for who you are, it's like they have no choice but to witness the fact that you've grown past them, that you've surpassed them. So whenever you are in this space of, becoming that better version of yourself, and, people are recognizing that within you, it makes them jealous. And if they're not aware of themselves and how they feel, what they're going to do is they're going to try to control this narrative by pushing you, into a lower, into a lower reality that puts you at the bottom of the barrel. They're trying to take you off your high horse, take you off your pedestal, and they're going to create diversions, that will make you feel like who you are right now is bad. They're going to, it's almost as if like it's an immediate reaction. So like for an example, when I went to my old friend group and I told them like, hey, I admire you in this area, can you give me some pointers so I can change, right? They weren't expecting for that change to happen overnight, and it was because I was super receptive to everything that they were saying. I trusted them because I trusted in their talents, I trusted in their mindset, I trusted in their belief in self, and I actually applied that to myself, and I did it in my own way, so I grew. Literally like overnight, right? Because it was a change of mind. And it was an immediate reaction that I received from all of them. So they immediately responded by putting me down in that area. Like when I lost a lot of weight, and it's always this, because sometimes when you do lose a lot of weight, your face becomes very slender. your face changes, your confidence changes. And I remember I lost like over 30 pounds within like a few months. And my friend hadn't seen me in that amount of months as well, because I was so busy working on myself. And so the moment I entered in her house, she was like, "You look anorexic. What have you done to yourself?" And she started trying to force feed me food and tried to come from this, space of caring about me. And it made me feel bad about the amount of weight that I lost and about my body. I became super self-conscious, and I kind of developed an eating disorder. And then not only that, I had another friend who realized the same thing, that I lost a lot of weight and then I wasn't, thick like her, right? And she started comparing herself to me, and she flat out told me that she had stopped talking to me because I was getting a lot of attention. And the attention, for my physical body was being taken away from her, because she was always known as like, the person in the group that had like the best body. And yeah, she stopped talking to me for that reason. So I felt self-conscious again for my body. And they will play the scenario like it's a bad thing for you to be in your position, and it takes the happiness and the shine away from the growth that you've obtained. So you really have to be careful and really study those people whenever you are growing past them. Recognize it. And even when I thanked them for their help and I acknowledged them that they've helped me, establish these steps to change, it wasn't enough, because I wasn't on a lower pedestal than them. And it let me know that these people were secretly in competition with me. And they were looking at me as some sort of competition, because they recognized my light and my potential even way before than I did. So yeah, it's not really you, and that your growth is bad. It's just people don't like the fact that you surpass them, and they love the fact that they are above you because they recognize your greatness. Okay, so I'm gonna get up and start walking back. So I really want you to keep that in mind.